Okay, I've got my top 10 center fielders in baseball history ranked. My list, and you're not going to like it. Ken Arzone here, Vista, California. I'm looking at Saturday, April the 18th, 2026. Center field. My top 10. I'm combining offense and defense. Some guys very good defensively in center field. Other guys very good offensively. I got to add both and rank my top 10. Center field position. Number 1, Ty Cobb. Why? Well, you go to Baseball Reference. Look at his stats. 3,034 games. Okay. And his career batting average is 366. A record that will never be broken. Do you know anybody right now playing? And of the 18,000 guys who have played baseball, do you know anybody who's going to have a better career batting average of 366 with 3,000 games? Nobody. It's not going to happen. Today's guys, those who are playing right now, very rarely get over 300 career. There's a couple guys over 300 right now playing, but they're nowhere near 366. Also, you know what Cobb did? I didn't realize this. 1,944 RBIs. He fell 56 RBI shy of 2,000, and he's not a power hitter. 117 home runs. But when men were on base, he brought them in. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons, 100 RBIs. And he scored runs, 2,245 runs scored. So he hit, he produced, and he scored. And 433 on base. 43% of the time he was on base. And he had a 512 slugging, 50% slugging. Ty Cobb, number 1 center fielder, as far in my book. Number 2, you're not going to like it. But I got to go with this guy. Center field position. Tris Speaker. Sorry. Why? 345 career batting average, and he played 2,789 games, 12,000 plate appearances, 10,000 at bats, 792 doubles. How about this stat? 3,514 hits in 22 years. 1,500 runs batted in, 1,800 runs scored. But you got to add his defense, too. He's the best defensive center fielder of all time. My last video, I debated whether it was Willie Mays or Tris Speaker. Speaker beat out Mays in certain defensive categories: double plays, assist, and chances. He had more chances than Mays, more double plays, and more assists. He played a shallow center field, and a lot of times he would double up that guy on second, or he threw out guys at third and home plate. He had a lot of assists. He had a lot of chances. And then you add his offensive numbers: 3,514 hits, 792 doubles. That is a record that won't be broken. Nobody's going to get close to 800 doubles. Man. And 345 career batting average. Tris Speaker, number 2 on my list as far as best center fielders of all time. Agree or disagree on that one? 3, Willie Mays. Why did I pick pick Speaker over Mays. Now, Mays has the power, 660 home runs. I will give you that. Whereas Speaker, how many home runs did Speaker hit? Speaker hit the same number of home runs as Ty Cobb. They both had 117. So I will give you the fact that Mays, 660 homers and 1,909 RBIs. Did you know that Ty Cobb had more RBIs career than Willie Mays? But Mays beat Speaker in homers and RBIs. But what is Willie Mays' career batting average? 302. Career. Speaker, 345. You want power and RBIs? Or do you want batting average and hits? Me, I lean more toward the batting average and the hits than the homers. Homers are good and nice, but if your batting average is only 302 and the other guy is 345, who do you want at the plate? You want the homer over the... But how often is the homer going to occur versus the hits for the guy? A guy who is more prone to get a base hit, do you want him at the plate, or you want the guy more prone to hit a home run? Well, the home runs don't come as often as the hits. Hits come more than homers. Are you following me? Singles and doubles and triples are much more. They're much more occurrence than home runs. Home runs, you're doing like once every 12, 15, 18, 20 at bats average. Where it hits, you're doing like 3 out of 10 times. And in Speaker's case, 3.4 out of 10 times, almost 4 times for every 10, 11 at bats. Following me? I'm taking Willie Mays third. Good all-around player, 5'2". I give you that. He was good on defense, but Speaker beat him on defense as far as the stats. And Speaker beats him in career hits. Willie Mays had 3,293. Played an extra year, 23 years. 22 years, Speaker had 3,500. So Speaker beats him in hits by over 300 hits. I know he played in a different era. Mays is playing in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Speaker is in the 1900s, early 1900s, 1920s. But I got Willie Mays number 3. My apologies to you guys who think he should be number 1. In fact, there was a couple guys that are ranking the 100 greatest baseball players of all times, and a couple of these guys ranked Willie Mays number 1 baseball player of all time. He's not number 1. If you look at the career stats, Babe Ruth is number 1. And then you can debate whether it's Cobb, Aaron, Gehrig, Fox, some of these other guys in the top 10. Where does Willie Mays in the top 10? I had him around number 4 or 5. I had 3 or 4 guys ahead of him based on the stats. But Willie Mays was good. I'll give you that. But he's not the greatest of all time, my opinion. Number 4 on my list, Joe DiMaggio. Whoa! The only flaw with Joe DiMaggio is just 13 years, but he had a 325 career batting average. He had 361 homers in 13 years. 1,500 RBIs in 13 years. He was on his way to 2,000 RBIs if he played 20 years. 2,200 hits. He was on his way to 3,000 hits if he played 20 years. Joe DiMaggio, 56-game hitting streak. I like his career batting average. Did you know that Joe DiMaggio struck out 369 times and over 6,800 at bats. Couldn't get him out. 325. I got Joe DiMaggio, number 4. Also, the other flaw with DiMaggio, it was hard for him to play a full season. He got injured a lot. If he's not injured and he plays 20 full years, he would have 2,000 runs scored. He would have 3,000 hits. He would have had 500 homers. He would have had 2,000 RBIs. And his career batting average would have been in the 340s if he was healthy and played 20 years. Joe DiMaggio. Whoa, I got him number 4. Number 5. Center fielders. Mickey Mantle. Why? 536 homers, 1,500 RBIs, 1,600 plus runs scored. Struck out a lot. I'll give you that one. 298 career batting average. Mickey said he wanted that 300 career batting average, but the flaw with Mickey was he was injured a lot too. 18 years, 2,400 games. Stopped playing at age 36. Started at 19. If he plays to age 20, he's over 600 homers. And I think he gets close to 2,000 RBIs. And I think he would have got that 300 career batting average if he wasn't injured so much. Sore knees and all that. But Mickey Mantle, switch hitter. Home run from both sides of plate. 530 homers. 2,400 hits. Number 6 on my list, Ken Griffey Jr. I'm gonna put him there. Why? The kid. 1,800 RBIs. How about this one? 630 homers. So he's a power hitter. Disappointed in his career average, 284. I just said I'm an average guy. Yet that's why I've got him number 6. But he had the power. 2,700 hits. 630 homers. Struck out a lot too, but he was going for the power. He's number 6, Ken Griffey. 7th. I told you I like batting average, and this guy was pretty good. 14 years. Billy Hamilton. 344 career batting average. 2,100 hits. Stopped playing at age 35. He batted .403 one year. He also had a 380. And he stole 900 bases. I'm taking Billy Hamilton, number 7. Number 8. Kirby Puckett, as far as center fielders. Now, his career was cut short, too, because he had eye problems. Stopped at age 35. But he had 2,300 hits in 12 years. He was on his way to 3,000 hits. I like the career batting average, 318. 200 homers. 1,000 runs scored, 1,000 RBIs. So his career was cut short, but he was a good hitter. 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 5 200 hit seasons. Kirby Puckett, number 8 on my list as far as center fielder. Wouldn't you take him? I'd take Kirby. Number 9. I'm going to go with this old school guy who played in the 1890s, Hugh Duffy. 326 career batting average. 2,200 hits in 17 years. 1,500 runs scored, 1,300 RBIs. But this guy can hit. He hit .440 one year, and it's legitimate. 1894. He had 539 at-bats with 237 hits. Bats .440. Not just 400. What a year that was. When you take Hugh Duffy, I'd take him. Number 9. Number 10. This is a hard one. I could go, as far as center fielders, I could go Richie Ashburn. I could go Max Carey, Ed Rouge, Lloyd Wayner. I could go Hack Wilson, Larry Doby, Early Combs. But I'm going to go with Duke Snyder, number 10. Why? 400 homers. 295 career batting average. So he's not like in the 270s, 280s. He was up to 295. Had some good years. 1,300 RBIs, 1,200 runs scored, 2,100 hits. But he's number 10 on my list. I'd take Duke Snyder. So those are my top 10 center fielders of all time. Ty Cobb 1, Tris Speaker 2, Willie Mays 3, 4 Joe DiMaggio, 5 Mickey Mantle, 6 Ken Griffey, 7 Billy Hamilton, 8 Kirby Puckett, 9 Hugh Duffy, 10 Duke Snyder. I know you're not happy with the list, but I like guys who perform as far as batting average. Home runs are good. But who do you want at the plate? Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning, and your team is down by 1 or 2 runs. Do you want a home run hitter at the plate who strikes out a lot? Or do you want a guy who makes contact and has a good career batting average and is capable of getting a base hit, either a single, double, or triple? The home run guy, is he going to hit a home run in the bottom of the 9th? Or is he going to get a base hit? Who do you want? The slugger or the contact base hit guy up? I take the batting average guy every time. Home runs are nice, but they're not as often as hits. All right, we're done with my top 10 list on center fielders. So the next position player I want to cover is right field. And we've got a lot of good candidates in right field. So I want to look at most games played in right field, fielding percentage, chances, putouts, assists, double plays, most innings, fewest errors, and then I will list my top 10 right fielders of all time. Who's number 1 on that list? And who do I rank 1 through 10? That's going to be a hard one because there's a lot of good right fielders in baseball history. All right, we'll talk to you later. I'm out.